is Sam. Today we're doing a random mani challenge. So I'm going to be using a random number generator to pick out 4 polishes from my polish wall here. I'm going to be picking out 2 different plates, and I have no idea what's going to happen, if it's going to be a winner or a loser, if it's going to be ugly or a masterpiece. So let's get started. Okay, so I think we all know how this works. I'm going to generate 3 numbers for polish, and then maybe 2 plates, I don't know, at least 1 plate. So this is how many polish I have on my wall back here. I'm gonna start off with polish number 183, 173, and 129. So those are our colors. Should I do a 4th one? Let me do a 4th one. 211. Okay, now my plates, I have, I'm going to pick between either my bins or my books. So we're gonna go with the bins, and we're gonna do bin number 7. And then I'm gonna pick a number from, I think there's less than 85 per, but I'll just loop back. So plate number 69. And let me just do one more for that. It's a backup plate. So we'll do out of the books, I will do book number 4. And plate number 24. Okay, so here's our selection here. Pick out my polish. Okay, wow, this is extremely random, so you know I'm not cheating. I've got Nicole Diary L31. I'm gonna list the products in the description in case you're curious. This is Maniology M428. I've got MoYou Into the Woods, Maniology Grass Leaf, Maniology Morning Mist, and CJS 162 stamping polish. So I've got 3 stamping polishes, that's good, and then a nice glitter. I think I'm not really gonna overthink this. I'm just gonna start and see what happens. I'm not gonna try to plan too much. So let's just see. Thinking I'll do a background of this, or actually, I think I'm gonna do a white background because I think that's fair. I didn't have black or white as options on my wall there. And I think we did this last time. So I'm also going to allow myself some black and white. I'm just going to do like some blobs here first. I'm just going to make like maybe sort of a abstract look. So I'm going to put blob there. Little blob there. Now I'm going to, I think I'm sort of drawn to this one right here. And I'm going to put some glitter in the background, I think. Yeah. I'm actually not really feeling that. Let me start again. Let's try to do this like plaid thing here. And I think I'm going to add a few of these little dots and stuff that are floating around here. Sam is joining me, so if you hear any of those little noises and stuff, that's him. So we actually just got back from a little camping trip. We bought a small teardrop trailer on Facebook Marketplace, and it's really perfect. So we got such a good deal on it. I just can't believe it. And we hooked it up to the Tesla and took it up to North Carolina, more east of here, and up to West Virginia, stayed over there. I've never been to West Virginia before. It was really, really pretty. I'd really want to go back there. We wanted to go back to, well, we originally wanted to go to the New River Gorge, but I like just driving like a couple hours and then stopping, and then, you know, I don't like driving like a ton all at once. So we made it as far as Camp Creek, and we stayed there, and then we decided we better head back because I have my doula class on Mondays and I had homework and stuff. So we just came back, but we'll definitely have to go back up to West Virginia. It was so cool. But the weather is actually pretty cold up there. It's getting cold here too. In fact, the heater kicked on today. So trying to do like this little sort of fall thing here. I'm thinking I'll take the black and do this. So yeah, we brought Sam along with us, which was really funny. He has like his own little area in the camper, so he can sleep there with us. And he did pretty good. We went on a hike to Pilot Knob, I guess. And he has to wear a harness when we go hiking like that. So he doesn't like that, but other than that, he did really well. And it was pretty fun having him along. He mostly was chill. And we got a hike in and mostly just hung out at the campgrounds. We also didn't factor in that it was Labor Day weekend, and so there were a lot of like the weekend filled up, and we didn't really count for that because we hadn't booked anything ahead of time. We were just sort of driving and then seeing you know, where we ended up. But yeah, once we got to Stone Mountain, North Carolina, there's also a Stone Mountain, Georgia, but we went to the North Carolina one, so different mountain. But anyway, we didn't even get a chance to check out the mountain there, so we'll have to go back too. But yeah, the campground was already pretty full, and that was a Friday. So that's where I've been. I'm not gonna like make this a complaining episode or anything, but I have been feeling a little burnt out. Just making content and stuff, and I've got that doula class that I mentioned. So yeah, I just feel like I'm a little scatterbrained, and I just haven't been focusing on nails as much. So yeah, I don't know. I just need a little bit of a break. But my husband went to his search and rescue group today, so I have a little time. So I figured I would do another little random Manny video. So thanks for everyone who's sticking around, even though I'm not posting as much. My doula classes, if you hadn't watched my previous videos, I am doing end of life companion care, so better known as a death doula. So everything's been online so far, and a lot of it has just been about like personal reflections and kind of making sure you've dealt with your own issues before you bring them into a sensitive setting like that. And so yeah, starting later this month, September, and then into October, I'm going to be doing bedside training. So I'm actually going to be sitting with people who are at the end of their life and witnessing the passing over. So I really don't know how that's going to affect me. I've never seen that before, and I'm not going to really be able to talk about it too much on here, I don't think. Boy, it's a really good way to shut down a conversation, though, I'll tell you. To tell people that's what you're doing. Yeah, so anyway, I don't know what's going to happen, or like if it's going to affect me or not. So if you kind of see me go dark in like later this month or October or whatever, I might just be dealing with stuff with that. So yeah, I really just don't know. But thank you for hanging out with me. Okay, that looks pretty cool. I think let's keep doing that kind of thing. I don't think the penguins are gonna make an appearance on here. I'm thinking we add a little more like leafy stuff. Since this is all really bone dry at this point, I'm gonna top coat so I can have a little bit more of a sticky base to apply my stamps. Let's see, what else looks good on here? I always love this image. It's really pretty. This is diabolical to reverse stamp. I don't even know if I can. I'm a little unsteady today. I've noticed I've gone outside the lines a few times. So I don't think I can manage that one today. But maybe this pelvis. What a strange plate this is. Alright, well, maybe let's just stamp this first and see what it looks like. Gonna try to line it up with this plaid. It's pretty cool. I smudged the skull there just a little bit, so I'm gonna touch that up. And I think this should go here. Okay, now we need to fill out the other two. I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Not much, bro. I'm so tired lately. I don't know if it was the trip or what, but I'm just like beat. Maybe it's like a mentality thing. I just need to pretend like I'm not tired. Then I'll wake up. I think I'll do the pelvis. I don't know why. No reason. It looks easy to reverse stamp. I guess there's a reason. All right, I'll let that dry. And what should we do for our last one here? Could do the moth because we have the green. Maybe this one again. Okay, I guess I'll do the moth just because, yeah, we have that green. It's kind of pretty, kind of Luna mothy. I guess I'll do this one. Guess this isn't a Luna moth, is it? Some kind of green moth. I have a question though. Do y'all think that the nail stamping hobby is sort of dying out? I just feel like I haven't seen a lot of like fresh faces in a long time. I mean, some. It's not like nobody's into it anymore, and obviously that box of Gloom sold out like immediately, so it's not like there's nobody out there, but I just feel like I haven't seen, I don't know, like there's just not as much of a community as there used to be. Am I just imagining that? Am I just out of touch? Did I alienate everybody? I don't know. It just used to be so, like during the lockdown and stuff, like everybody was really into, you know, picking up hobbies and stuff, and it just feels like it's fizzled out a little bit. I don't see like a lot of people using it for like art expression as much. I don't know. What do you think? Am I wrong? Like even I haven't been doing it for art expression as much. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting like PR from Maniology anymore, except for MXM. I haven't like outright asked, but we used to get offered like plates and stuff every month, and I haven't in a while. And part of it is I wonder. Well, I know there's a couple reasons why, but one is that they I think are phasing it out, but two, I just haven't been like submitting as much as I should. I've just been busy and everything, and so I don't know if it's just me that they stopped, but anyway, it looks like they have more of their own models now, which is cool. So that'll save them some money because I know with all the tariffs and everything. But blah blah blah. All that's just to say that, like, I had been really focusing more on making like designs or showcasing the plates and stuff, which is kind of what I didn't want to happen in the very beginning, and then of course it ended up happening. So it'll probably be a good thing that I'm not doing PR as much, just because, you know, I can kind of focus more on the art aspect of it and not worry about, you know, like, yeah, well, just doing it for PR instead. So that's where I'm at with that. I think this needs, I'm gonna need to let that dry though. And then maybe with everything happening with the doula program, maybe I'll need a little more art expression. But yeah, like I just used to come up and do nails every single night, and it was something I really looked forward to and everything. And now I just don't have that pull as much anymore. And part of me worries, like, oh no, like, am I over it? But I don't think so. I think I'm just at a plateau, or I just need a break or something. And it's a lot of pressure. Like, I know you guys don't like care or whatever, but or at least you would understand that if I needed a break. But on the other hand, like there is this pressure to kind of like stay relevant and stay on top of things, and just, and then for my own sake, just to stay consistent. Because it's really easy to fall out of habits, you know. Now that I did this moth, I kind of don't like it. Also could be that people are just moving away from Instagram, because that's where I mostly hang out as far as like sharing nails and stuff like that. But like TikTok is really big now, and I don't know, like I do have a TikTok, like feel free to follow me over there, but like I just don't post on there as much because it's just like one more thing I feel like I need to keep up with, and I just don't feel like I can start all over. So yeah, and I'm also terrified of it. Like I have never opened the For You page, like the front page of it, because I've heard that it like builds an algorithm really quickly, and that's how it becomes like really addictive, and I just do not want that to happen. I don't want to be scrolling on TikTok. I do pretty good. I'm not spending a ton of time on Instagram, and I don't really use Facebook, although I do have one. But yeah, so maybe that's why. Maybe the heat is just on TikTok now, and I'm unwilling to move over there. You know, like I spend so much time building up my Instagram, and I don't know, people just aren't using it as much. They really disincentivize you to like post and stuff over there too. Like you just don't get any rewards. Whereas I think on TikTok, there's at least a potential that you could, you know, go viral or make money or whatever. But Instagram just doesn't really make that an option. Like they do have this thing where you can, like if you do go viral on there, they supposedly pay you, but there's been like a temporary error on my account since for like years. And so even if I did like go viral or whatever, I wouldn't get anything out of it because of this error message. So, I mean, it's a scam. They just don't want to pay creators and stuff. So it's like, why should I? You know what I mean? I don't know. I said I wasn't going to complain, but now I'm just complaining. This is fun though. I'm having a lot of fun right now doing this random stuff. Like, yeah, this is really different from what I've been doing. I never would have picked these plates or these colors. That's pretty wild, but I think it's working so far. What do you think? I'm gonna finish this up really quickly and then we can top coat and take a look. Okay, I think I'll put it in the center. It's creepy how it has like the eye. It's pretty creepy in general. Right, let's give it a top coat, see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Low key kind of slaps. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, it's definitely really unexpected. I never would have put this together. Curious what you think. I'm curious how you would have approached this manicure if you had pulled these plates and polishes out. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I actually feel a little reinvigorated by this. Just a little weird, unusual, kind of like back to my roots, you know? So here were the plates we picked out, this weird skulls and this cute little penguins. This was our color palette, very strange. So there we have it. Yeah, I hope that was fun. Just wanted to catch up with you guys and let you know what's going on a little bit more and what to expect. I am hoping, you know, to keep up with all this stuff, but you might just see a little bit less of me or maybe just consistent with what I've got going on now. So I hope you understand, and thanks to everyone who watched all of my Halloween unboxings and stuff. Those videos did extremely well, so I appreciate all of you and all my new subscribers and everything. Hello, hi. I know everybody always asks, so this is the manicure I've got today. I used my plates, 2 of my new plates, except for this one is a Maniology plate. But yeah, I did some kind of 3D stuff that I don't usually do, but that's with my reflectory plates. And yeah, I think it was just the reflectory ones. Little Art Nouveau kind of look there. I really like the birds. So, yep, that's it. Thanks for joining me, my friends, and until next time.
Hello, my friends, I'm glad you